So let's continue on, and what we're going to do in part 16 is to fix our hard-coded X or Y value. That's the one I mean, the Y label here. You can see here, this is hard-coded, and what we want to do is we want to soft-code this. So how do we do this? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to loop through all of these items and create eventually a single array out of this. And that array we can use and put it in the Y labels. So to do that, I need to do it here below. And the reason why is because our constant object, or basically this constant variable, which is the data object, has all the values here in the Y namespace. So we need to select these and filter out eventually if we would have here a duplicate. And I just put this one in here as a duplicate so we can confirm that we removed the duplicate. So how do we do this? First of all, we're going to say here constant labels array equals, and we're going to loop and create a array with this. So how do we get in there? From the data sets index 0. Then we say here .data, and then we're going to use the map method. So the map method will create an array instantly, and the array name will be this specific name. So we don't need to push every single value into an array. So then what I'm going to say is this will be equal to data point, and this data point, and we can say also the index, and then put a function arrow expression and loop through this. So what I want to do is if I do here now a console log and say data point, we will get only the individual data point, which is this structure. So if I save this, refresh, open up developer tab, you can see here it will loop through it every single time, but I only want to get the Y variable. So I'm going to say here .y, if I save that, refresh, there we are. Now we get all of these values here. So what I'm going to do here is quite simple. We'll just say here return this specific value. So once we did that, I can do now a console log here and just grab the array labels array, save, refresh. You can see here we have a length of 10 items and a duplicate here of task 1. So what I want to do now is I want to make sure that that will eventually remove. So how do we filter that out? Well, luckily we already have a very simple structure that we're going to use again. So we're going to say here, this will be our labels array filter. So this is our filtered value, and this will be equal to, I'm going to put in here an array, the rest operator, and I'm going to say a new set. Basically, we're going to create a new array here based on our existing array, and this is something we used previously in another video. And what will happen then is it will just filter out all the values of the array. And then if I do a console log now of the item here and get the filter array, save, refresh, you can see here now we have filtered out the duplicate here. Alright, so this is now confirmed. We can just grab this. I'm going to remove this one, and I'm going to remove this one here as well. I put that here up, and let's copy the array name and put that into the Y scale. There in the Y scale we have the labels here. Remove everything here and replace it with our constant value of the labels array filter. And once we have this, you can see here this will work. Let's test this. There we are. So this works all nicely. We can now filter out values. So the next will be eventually is we're going to create this for this one here, and we should have here also our structure very similar to this, but that will be the next video.